Welcome back, everybody. My name is Steve Smith, editor of PHC News magazine, and we're coming to you live at our booth here at ASPE for a series of interviews that we've conducted already this morning. We've done quite a lot. We've got the rest of the afternoon and tomorrow as well. But my next guest is Brian Fenske, Director of Commercial Sales for Navien. Brian?
Steve?
Good to see you again. We were talking before we hit live. I mean, I did see you walk around AHR, but I know on Navien, unfortunately, did have to pull out. You guys weren't the only ones. But we're back. Thank God.
It's great to be back, and it's great to see you again, Steve.
Yeah, it is good. So, I guess we've all kind of felt we turned the corner with COVID, and we're back to trade shows face to face. What's going on with Navien? How's Navien finding things out there?
Well, it's kind of surreal. I remember when things shut down. I was out in Colorado at the time at a trade show, and some of the foreign Expo people weren't present. There were some signs and saying for the safety of our employees, and I didn't have any clue really. It was you'd heard a little bit about it, but you didn't know, and so we picked up on it as we were heading home, and pretty much everything shut down after that, and it was kind of surreal. But now it's great to be back because I've actually seen a renewed vigor in one-on-one type relationships. It's interesting because the engineering groups and are inviting us back and for education and lunch and learns, and it's really great to interact socially one-on-one again.
It definitely is a good face-to-face industry for sure. We kind of missed something when we were doing Zoom meetings. Well, I guess we still do Zoom meetings, don't we? But to have a trade show in person is a magical thing.
Absolutely.
So how did Navien change and adjust to all these new times that we're living in, the new normal, as we call it?
Well, you mentioned Zoom. It's kind of funny because it was fun at first. Yeah. I've done webinars over the years, but Zoom meetings where you literally would hang your golf shirt on the back chair to slip on so that somebody could see you from the bottom, from the waist up, and do a presentation. It was fun at first, and people were interested, but it got kind of old and tired, and and we resorted back to phone calls. But it's really good. We never really missed a beat because we had some tight relationships, and we could just continue to move on. We were almost like, I don't say like we were ready for it. We didn't see it coming, but we were ready.
Right. So as a company, I mean, how's things been going?
I can't tell you how awesome it's been, just to express how awesome it's been. We had, right in the middle of COVID, we had been preparing to re-release a lot of new products with a lot of new updates. Right. And here we are. We couldn't get the message out because nobody would see us or in person, and we couldn't visit any offices or do any trainings. So Navien produced basically a television show that we broadcast and introduced the new water heaters and our new boiler lines with the updates of the new front panels, the LCD panels, for instance, with the Easy Nav, which made it easy for programming and setup. So it was interesting, but a lot of people saw that. It was, I walk into places and they say, "I saw you."
Right. I remember attending those. Now, what about the sales? And can you share any numbers or percentages? I guess
sales have been incredible. And you wonder why, but really we can look at a lot of reasons. With the new products that was released, but also people were staying home. It's kind of like the television industry. When you spend a lot of time at home and you look at your TV and you decide your TV's not big enough, you got to go out and buy a new one. Yeah. Well, I think a lot of people were looking for more comfort and longer showers and things like that. So they were updating their equipment in their homes because basically they were saving money from not commuting and not going out to dinner and not going out to lunch. And so they were investing in their homes. So Navien saw some 40 to 50% increases. And that's due to a couple other reasons, such as like the Texas freeze had a big impact on tankless water heaters for us in that territory.
Any other highlights to share?
Highlights on products?
On products, sales, performance, experiences?
Absolutely. Well, we continue to add more people to the Navien family. We're well over 200 people, which to think when I joined the company in 2009, it was 16 of us.
Wow.
So that's quite a bit of growth. We've seen some exponential growth in these last couple of years, as I mentioned earlier, unlike similar to what it was when we first started or launched our first initial product of the tankless water heaters. We continue to develop more products and improve with products. We'll be releasing some larger capacity boilers, like commercial boilers, as early as next year.
Okay. In time for AHR maybe, or?
Yeah, we've actually shown some prototypes at the past AHR, but the release product will be at AHR. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, very good. So it sounds like a lot of the things that you wanted to roll out in person, you did digitally, I guess.
Yes,
but people still bought what you had. And I know you didn't make AHR this year, but you're going to come back strong next year.
Bigger and stronger than ever. Yes, Steve.
And what's the experience at the ASPE booth here?
Again, the ASPE kind of is similar to what I was stating earlier, that the traffic and the interest in our booth and interest in our products has been immense in just these few hours today so far, that it's exciting to be back into the crowd and showing our products.
Well, I got one last question. I think you answered some of it, but what can people expect in the year ahead, 2023 at least? You mentioned some new boilers released.
Yes, well, we're going to continue to expand our commercial product lines, getting into larger capacities, and also getting into different arenas such as domestic water heating on larger capacity. There's probably a lot of rumors and word out there about some facilities that we bought. We did buy a lot of property down near Newport News, so we are investigating, and we're well on our way to developing some manufacturing in the U.S. of our products.
Oh, Newport News, Virginia.
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Tijuana, Virginia.
Oh, really? Okay. That's news to me. That's good news.
Yeah, well, right now it's being used as a parts and warehouse for shipping product for the East Coast. But we've got plenty of property to build the 1 million square foot manufacturing. And you, I believe, have been to Navien, Korea.
I have been there,
so
yes.
it'll be similar to all the robotics and the automated type factory that we plan on putting here in the U.S.
And is that going to open next year, or still?
No, we're a couple years away, Steve,
so it takes a while.
Yeah, we'll be there.
Wow, that is really good news.
Yeah,
perfect. Anything else we can talk about? Any good highlights? We've talked about a lot of stuff.
No, I think I'm a little bit concerned of the current state. I think we're going to start to see a little bit of a slowdown.
For the economy.
But the tankless industry itself has seen great strides in acceptance and proper application. So it's only going to continue to go up.
Very good. Well, you are in booth 1101, is that correct?
Pretty close to that, I think, yes.
So hopefully everyone can come see you and see the new products.
Great.
And we'll go from there. Hopefully we'll see you again at AHR next year.
Thank you.
Thank you,
We'll
Brian.
be there. Thanks, Steve.
Thanks a lot. We'll be back after a short break.